Hello, beautiful people. Hello, let's just go live on Facebook as well. Hello, beautiful souls out there. How are you? Happy Monday. It is Magical Mondays, and it's great to be here with you. And today we have the new moon, and it's also a super moon, and very exciting new beginnings for us all. As I've mentioned before, the energy has been building, and the energy in March is just going to be amazing as we move towards the equinox. So I'll talk about that. Although for today, we are live on Facebook as well as YouTube. And if you would like a reading, please pop in the comments, and also anyone who's joining me on Zoom as well. So what I'm going to do is choose a couple of cards for this new moon. Now, this new moon on the 20th of February is in Pisces. Pisces is a water sign, and any water, it's also connected to our emotions, and so it can bring up emotions, but this new moon is really about looking at what's in your past that needs to be let go of. What old baggage are you carrying that's holding you back? And this is your opportunity to really create new beginnings for you. Focus your intentions on what you choose to bring into your life. So it starts with your thoughts, and this is where you can just write out everything that you choose to attract and manifest into your life, as well as, and I talked about this earlier on a quick live, is also think about the planet, as we are all co-creating with the universe together, and we're also co-creating our new earth and new world, and what new world do you choose to see? So thanks for watching, those who are watching. Lovely to have you here. If you'd like a reading, please let me know and I'll choose a card for you. And hi V, thanks for watching. And so also with the Pisces and the water, being a water sign, is allow your emotions to come up. So I was seeing a client on Friday, and he's gone through a separation, going through a marriage breakdown, divorce, unfortunately. And yeah, there was a lot of emotions held in his body. And I said, have you allowed yourself to actually feel these emotions and allow yourself to cry? And he says, well, no, not really. So if, depending on whatever you're going through, if you feel like crying, allow yourself to cry. And thanks for the love, V. Great to see all these little emojis flying over the screen. And so the new moon is all about manifestation. It is all about new beginnings. Actually, yesterday I chose the card New Beginnings. And so in order for us to create new into our life, it's about letting go of old, letting go of anything, old stories, old patterns, programs, old attachments. I saw a client yesterday, and I was talking to her about this, because everything she was holding on in her body, causing pain and tension and suffering, was all holding on to a past relationship, even though she knew in her heart that it wasn't meant to be, plus holding on to attachments or wanting things at a certain time, and really everything's in God's time. So it's about letting go of the attachment. And V, yes, I can draw a card for you, no problem, absolutely. So this new moon is an opportunity for you to create new beginnings for you. It's an opportunity to really leap forward in your life, in what are you attracting and bringing in to your life, and focus on the outcome already achieved, focus on the results already achieved, and it's here now, and it's so easy. So, and together we are creating this new earth, this new world, as a collective, as a human race, as humanity. We're all coming together as mass consciousness to create this. Now, I mentioned about the upcoming workshop, the constellation workshop, and the shadow side. So this is all about the looking at any of your shadows, those unconscious blind spots, and all those those unconscious parts that are running in the background, but it's affecting our ongoing behavior on how we are showing up in the world and how we're being, and really cleaning that up. Now, it's not about getting rid of it, because it's like it is part of us. The ego is part of us. Those shadows are a part of us, but it's about identifying and embracing that and changing the old ways of being and responding or reacting in a different way, so that things no longer bother you like they used to, and just coming into your heart and how would love respond, and just keep tuning in to the love that we are. And last week I mentioned about, the earthquake that happened in Turkey, and it's all about really, it's a wake-up call for humanity to all come together and support one another and help our brothers and sisters out there, and show love and compassion to each other, and come from a heart space, okay? Because at the end of the day, that's who we are as an energy, as our true authentic self. And we're all here together energetically on this playground that we call Earth, and that's why we're here experiencing everything that we're experiencing. So, okay, I will choose a card. Just bear with me. I'm going to choose a card first for everyone, for the collective, because the energy is really building as we move into March. And also there's a lot happening when Saturn ends the cycle. I believe the date's around March the 8th, but there's some significant dates that are coming up. And so and depending on when you were born, actually, Saturn's in Pisces, because we're in Pisces right now. So there's a Saturn return. So if you were born in the years of 1935 to 1938, or 1964 to 1967, that's your second Saturn return, or 1993 to 1996 is your first Saturn return. And what this means for those people born in those years is significant change, and that will last for 3 years from March the 8th. And it's all about really new structure, new organization. It's about connected to the mystical and the energetic and the spiritual. And if you do spiritual work, if you're a light worker, well, yeah, lots of healing. So if you're doing healing work out there, significant changes are occurring in your life. And so that's exciting for the spiritual community as everyone starts to wake up, which they are. Everyone on the planet is waking up, and there is mass consciousness, a shift in consciousness that is occurring, which is really exciting. More and more people are getting aware and opening their hearts and really tapping into who they truly are. So now the card that I got is the Rites of Passage. Look at that. Beautiful. I've never chosen this card before, so it's interesting. So the Rites of Passage card indicates that a major change or milestone is about to take place. It's a powerful card that marks an important, possibly life-changing event. Isn't that interesting? I was just talking about the Saturn return and this card comes up. So there is a sense of renewal surrounding your energy, with the card heralding the beginning of a fresh phase in your life. So today, we are starting a new cycle, because every new moon is about focusing on our manifestations and our intentions, but what the new moon around that energy is a really powerful time, because the earth is closer, the moon is closer to the earth, which makes the energy really potent and intensifies for manifestations. So this card can also indicate a transition in your career and a clearing out of your old life to make way for the new. We're just talking about that, okay? Clearing out the old, letting go of the past so you can create the new. The woman in the image, and I'll just show you that, is reconnecting with her wild nature, which is represented by the tiger. The wise eyes of her higher self look out into the world, and she is ready. When you were young, you were probably taught to tame the wildness within, to play small and play it safe, and to stop making people feel uncomfortable with your strong emotions. You would have been encouraged to modify and adapt who you were to fit into society. However, to truly embrace yourself just as you are, and this is your rite of passage, which is the whole card. And during so can be a catalyst for great change. So all rites of passage come with an expansion of energy that can initially feel painful or scary. Nevertheless, you are constantly evolving, and your life is a journey of transformations. It is necessary to change and grow so you can become the best version of yourself and take your rightful place in society as a fully functioning adult, and accept yourself and others just as you and they are. What a powerful message. So, hi, Kate. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. So the action to take is this card has chosen you today. Take the first step in the process of transforming your life. What rite of passage can you honor with a ritual? It can be as simple as lighting a candle and acknowledging a major milestone you have completed. Pay attention to repetitive dreams or visions, for they will show you the way to your divine path. So that's the rite of passage card, which is a the card for everything we were just talking about before, and it's about new beginnings. It's about letting go of the past. It's about really stepping into your power, transforming your life. It's a catalyst. And isn't it interesting? You know, my title is a transformational catalyst, because that's exactly what I show people to do. So when you can really step into who you are being and let go of your past, let go of anything that's holding you back, and really believe in your how powerful you really are. And anything that's happened in your past, yes, it's part of the story, but it's not who you are. It's just helped mold you into the strong, amazing being that you are. And, you know, if I told you stories about my childhood, you'd go, oh my God, you know, because there was a lot of stuff that happened, though it doesn't define me. So regardless of your past, regardless of any story, it doesn't define you, and it's not a label. Okay, so Kate would like a card, and also V. And so I will choose a card for V first. And I've got the Mystical Journey Oracles that I'm currently using. I've got a couple of decks here, though these ones. So V, are you still there? And choosing a card for V. And okay, so V, you got New Dawn. Look how beautiful that is. So the new dawn is the New Dawn card heralds a time of great change. Perhaps you feel you are stuck in a situation you can't break free from. Ask yourself if you are still happy about where you are in life, or if it is time. I'm just going to put some glasses on. This is really small. Yes, it's a very pretty card, Kate. Yeah. Ask yourself if you are still happy about where you are in life, or if it's time to reassess and move on. Sometimes you may settle into a comfortable position and not want to leave it. Even though it is not ideal, you feel safe with what you know because it's familiar to you. Maybe this position you find yourself in is replaying of a negative childhood pattern. You are unhappy, but the thought of making any changes scares you so much you remain stuck. Isn't that interesting? This card really follows on from the rite of passage and looking at our childhood and looking at, well, this is the new dawn. So it's about moving on. And so the New Dawn card encourages you to take a risk, as the next chapter of your life could be even better. By practicing mindfulness, you can slow down and ask yourself what you really want from life, and then work on what is holding you back. Life is about making choices, but sometimes the choices you make are just quick reactions that are not very thought through. And you then believe you are stuck with them. Interesting. So a big red flag card signifies is the compulsion to act nice and smile instead of facing a situation that may initially need conflict to resolve. The need to be liked can be stronger than living an authentic life. So be true to yourself first and foremost. So this is the action step for you, V. Make one small comfortable change in your life that you have been thinking about for a while but haven't yet felt daring enough to implement. So now's the time, and be brave. So, and that applies to everyone, you know, being the new moon today, it is about making those changes. What action are you going to make and take for your life on this new moon, and set that goal, set the intention, and be true to yourself, and actually set that action step and take those small changes every day. So, okay, Kate, would you like the same deck or would you like another deck? I've got the Sacred Light Oracle as well as the Keepers of the Light. So just pop in the chat which one that you would like, and I can choose a card for you, Kate. And anyone who's watching, and just to let you know, on my website, I have 20-minute readings as well as 20-minute healings. So you can get an express, you know, either body work, energy work, a healing by distance, so you don't need to be physically here, or a reading, and we can do that over Zoom. So that is available if you just want a quick message or clarification on something, and that's available. Just go to lindabenn.com. So Kate, I'm waiting for your answer in the comments. Which deck would you like? You still there? I'm just shuffling the Sacred Light cards. Let me know if you would like a card. And so now's the time to manifest your dreams and focus on everything that you choose to bring into your life. If it's more love, if it's more joy, if it's more play, more fun activities, and this is what really is why we're here. It's not about the daily grind of society. It's really about allowing ourselves to play and have fun, because what happens if we're not having fun, we're struggling or suffering, and that doesn't feel good. And also be aware of the stories you're telling yourself. Because I've been working on so many people's bodies lately, and it's like their body tells a story, regardless of what they write down on. Hi, Verena. Great to see you. Thanks for watching. Regardless of what they write down for their personal history, the weekend I was working on someone's body, and he didn't write down, you know, past injuries, but I picked it up and I said, what happened to your right leg? Like, I could just feel the restriction and this guarding. And he said that he was in an accident 15 years ago where a car actually physically hit him. And so, yeah, it's that trauma is still held in the body, and that's where it's very important, you know, to work on the emotions, but we can keep transforming our body and transforming any past injury, as long as we've resolved the resolved the learning and got, you know, the positive learning from that event. Then it releases energetically from our body. So anything that's been held in the body, it's just energy. And the way I work with body work, doing the body work I do, is when there's tension and stress and pain, whether it's muscular, whether it's skeletal, it's all energy. And when you can release that, and this is what I do in my body work, I just energetically release it from the body, and it flows. So really it's just about turning on the tap and letting it flow out. So if you are experiencing any physical pain, and it's affecting your well-being and affecting your sleep or affecting your whole health, well, reach out and let's have a chat to see, I'm sure I can help you. But then anyone I work on, it is like a relationship where we're in sync with each other. So I'll check in to see, are you ready to let go of the pain, or is there a payoff? Is there a reason why you're holding on to it? And so if that's the case, that's a different conversation again. Jane, thanks for watching. Oh, okay. So Kate, yes, you come back, and what the question I asked is, which deck would you like? And I've got the Sacred Light Oracle, so I can choose that for you. And if you can tell me, I'm going to make 3 piles, 1, 2, or 3, and let me know which pile. And I'll wait for that to come through. Also, Verena, would you like a card? I haven't seen or spoken to you for ages. I trust you well. Okay, Kate, I'm waiting. And Verena, let me know. So another story, I'll just, while I'm waiting for the message to come through. Another client came to me and in excruciating pain, but he's from a country where, and I won't mention the country because it doesn't matter, but it's a country where they have a lot of control. And because he's male, that control, that was his upbringing, that was his childhood. So all those old paradigms, that old conditioning, and it's catching up with him. Because when I was working on his body, and I just, his body's just screaming out. I mean, he came in limping in, but even allowing his body to let go, it was really a struggle for him. And, afterwards, like, I showed him some self-care exercises that he could do at home. And then I met his wife, who was waiting for him, and she drove him there. And anyway, and I was talking to her, and I said, I've given him some self-care exercises to do. And she went, I don't know if he'll do them. So, and that's, again, none of my business. But we all have to take responsibility for what's going on in our physical body, as well as right, Kate. Okay. So, Kate, I asked you which pile, 1, 2, or 3. And so anyway, because of his upbringing and what he was holding in his body, it was catching up, and he was actually struggling to actually let go and release, or just allow his body to receive some healing work. So, okay, Kate has responded. Yay, good to see you back, Kate. So Okay, so Light Seeker, that's the card that's your card, and what it says is light quest, visionary, mental strength, and resilience. And the extended message for that, and let me know if that resonates for you, Kate. I don't know if what's going on in your world, but this is whatever is going on is really step into, again, trusting your vision, where you're going. But we are all born as light bringers, but not all chose to follow the path of a light seeker. So someone who is not afraid to confront controversial issues head on, for they know that let me just put, and let me know if this resonates with you. Oh, sorry, let me just decline that call coming in. Sorry about that. So you hold a torch through the darkness and always seeking. So I don't normally wear glasses, so it's yes, they amplify, but they also kind of hurt my eyes. So always searching for truth, enlightenment, and connection to the divine. It is a blessing to share, and the gift of power of light, love, and illumination to all those you meet. Built over stages and many failures, the light seeker builds their resilience through understanding and compassion. Their quest for the light of the divine brings to a path of constant learning, educating themselves about true nature and calling of their soul. They see through the matrix that confuses and disorientates those souls, remain unawakened, trapped in cycles of ego, fear, and self-fulfillment and controlled-based paradigms. Isn't that interesting? When I was talking about, this new moon, and it's about letting go of those old paradigms, and I've got an itchy nose. So there's a confirmation nose, and really looking at those shadow parts, looking at those parts. This is why it's so important for us to do our own inner work and clear up anything that's not in alignment with our true self, as well as anything that is going against our true nature of who we are and why, and our purpose on why we came here. If you'd like to go deeper in this is what the workshop we'll be doing on March the 4th. It's a constellation looking at your passion, your purpose, and your blind spots, and we'll go much deeper into this. So what a time when there is only present action. And so the affirmation, I control my view of success and my achievements speak for themselves. So there you go, Kate. That resonates. Awesome. Yeah, the light seeker. So light quest, visionary, mental strength, and resilient. So and what we've all been through in the last few years has been huge resilience, and we've all experienced that. We've all come out of the last few years stronger, more courageous, and that's why we're here on this journey together, all learning and growing together. Okay, I'm going to leave it there unless anyone has any more questions. And I encourage you to write out your goals and intentions for the new moon today. Usually 8 hours either side of the new moon is really powerful. If you're here in Brisbane, Australia, the new moon is at around 5 o'clock this afternoon. And so right now is the perfect time to be writing out your goals and intentions. And oh, good, Kate. So absolutely, I definitely stepping more into my truth the last few years. Yes, it's been a huge wake-up call for many, and this is even though the lockdown wasn't fun, it was a silver lining because it forced people to really go within, to start meditating if they weren't meditating, start listening to their soul, listening to the messages coming through and trusting. And this is where, it's been a huge shift in consciousness for the last couple of years of people waking up and realizing that there's so much more than what's going on this physical realm, and really stepping in, from the 3D reality to the 4D, the 5D, but really consciously shifting beyond the old paradigms. And so what we will witness this year is a lot of old structures just dismantling, a lot of old paradigms dissolving, the truth's coming to the surface, and the energy is shifting. We together can create a new earth. So it is a very exciting time for humanity. And thank you for joining me today, and thank you for sharing this journey with me. Sending you much love, many blessings, and I'll see you next week. Bye for